Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to Audio Thoughts with Prince on Prince Mila Entertainment TV. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Remember to follow us on all our social media platforms on Instagram, Prince Mila Entertainment, Facebook, Prince Mila Entertainment. We're also available on a Facebook group, which is Prince Mila Entertainment TV. We're available on Twitter. It's P Mila ENT. You need to follow us on Twitter. And today is the 8th of November 2021. Yes, how are you guys doing? So this is say, and remember, Audio Thoughts with Prince is a debate show. You guys are free to comment in the comment section. I'll give you guys my own views, my own opinion, and you guys are free to comment in the comment section. You're free to comment, and as long as we don't insult each other, as long as single tukane aywa kurukure in the comment section. And earlier on today, I've talked about a hashtag which is trending on social media: no to Zim work permits in South Africa. And my streets at the moment. This is one of the most trending topics right now on social media. The South Africans, they are saying that Zimbabweans needs to go back to Zimbabwe. This is not the first time that we've heard this. Over the years, we've heard most locals in South Africa saying that Zimbabweans Mawandisa in South Africa, and you guys, you need to go back to Zimbabwe. There are so many foreigners who are in South Africa, not just Zimbos. There are Somalians, there are people from Congo, there are people from Malawi, people from Namibia. But we as Zimbos, so Wopo had to talk about this because he always on Twitter, and I do agree with what he is coming from and where he is going regarding to Nyaya Yema foreigners in South Africa, especially us as Zimbos. And guys, I'm gonna read some of the tweets and which are circulating on social media at the moment. Then I will give you guys my own opinion, my own views regarding to the situation here. And so someone wrote that hashtag no to Zim work permits. More than 1 million restaurant jobs has been stolen by Zimbabweans. They could have assisted South Africa to minimize unemployment. And someone named Vanyuragati, I'm staying close to Denville men's hostel, and I witnessed the number of people who are unemployed every day, while Abaka Zukulu Bamgabi, they've occupied everything from restaurant, filling stations, and East Gate. This is frustrating. No to Zim work permits. And other one wrote, 90% of all restaurants employ illegal and illegal migrants for cheap labor to undercut SA citizens, with a youth unemployed rate of 75+%. Would not this number decrease if restaurants employed this unemployed youth? And they're not happy about this. Someone wrote that again, we can't even work. Restaurants and filling stations are full of them. This bloody mother took all over. No hashtag no to Zim work permits. Someone here tweeted again, my fellow South African youth, let's stop being weak. Our first step to fighting all this is boycotting restaurants and fast food stores. Not order or eat from them for a week or two. We can figure out more steps later. This is in our hands and we are losing. Hashtag no to Zim work permits. Enough is enough. South African sacrifice by these permits is so painful, seeing restaurants like Spur in Lifestyle Centurion and Spa in Midrand, Caswood filled with foreigners, whereas we have more capable SA people to do the job. Hashtag no to Zim work permits. And South Africans are depending on the 350 rand given to them by the government, while foreign national Zimbabweans, to be precise, are working on restaurants, if not making money from criminal activities. Yet the government does not set the need to prioritize South Africans. Hashtag no to Zim work permits. Guys, I can go on and on. I can read as many tweets as possible. The South Africans are not happy. They are saying that we as Zimbabweans, we are occupying all those minor jobs like restaurants, filling stations, service stations, and wherever you go, and why are these employers preferring my South Africans? That's a big question. Some may say it's because of cheap labor. We as Zimbabweans, Angoya, 100 a day, because sometimes we don't go sina pekutangira. Saka we always say kuti half a loaf is better than nothing. Other people would say maybe the employers, they prefer Zimbabweans because but they're hardworking people. Or some may say they are honest. Some may say good, they always come to work each and every day, and no days off. With Zimbabweans, we as Zimbabweans, we really don't care about my labor rules whatsoever, compared to the South African. That's why I'm trying my Chinese there in Zimbabwe want to January when it comes to my labor laws and rules, and isusu tida kushanda topowa mari yedu toenda kudzimba dzedu tinongoda chete zvekuti hanzi this and that is tinenge sina basa nazvo. But here in South Africa, the locals, they know the labor rules and regulations. So whenever an employer do something zvanenge vasingafarire, aiwa company inotovharwa for 2 days 3 days, vachitomacha vari panze ipapo vachiti aiwa tanga kugadzisa this and that and that and this kuti tidzoke pabasa. And so ngatitaure in the comment section. This is Audio Thoughts with Prince on Prince Miller Entertainment TV. Remember guys to like, share and comment, and remember to turn on the notification bell so that you won't miss any of our new uploads. We are uploading here each and every day. This is a hot topic. It's a hot topic. It's trending on social media. It's trending especially on Twitter. People are talking about it. It's hashtag no work permits for Zimbabweans, because they're saying that we as Zimbabweans, we are occupying all the jobs. My restaurants, Mzimba tirimo, my filling station tirimo, my BP, shell garage whatsoever tiriko, kwesa. We are everywhere. We are everywhere. Kuma farm kwacho tiriko zvakare. And so Hope did wrote on his Facebook account. He actually said, dear fellow Zimbabweans, there's nothing wrong with South Africa asking foreign nationals without papers to either regularize their stay or leave. This is what the rule of law required. Zimbabweans with papers have no reason to worry. We can't insult South Africans for following the law. And I do agree 100% with what Hope is saying, Kuti. To those who doesn't have my papers, because I will tell you, Kuti, most of the people who are working even in my restaurant macho, toma vanema papers, vazhinji vacho vari kugadzisa mapepa ekuti vakwanise kuona basa. I mean, kunenge kuri kukiya, just trying to survive. And so Hope is saying, you know what, we cannot argue or insult the South Africans for this move, because they have a right to say whoever doesn't have papers to work and live here in South Africa should go back to Zimbabwe or regularize. And kuti ukwanisa kuva une permit whereby you can open a bank account, you can do so much kana une permit compared to usina permit. And people on social media have been reacting. Some people saying kuti this is an insult to a poor mother who risked her life crossing crocodile infested Limpopo River with a child in her back. Really? No. Hope I disagree with you on this one. Does the Zimbabwean political situation and reasons why millions are in matter? Because you have legacy papers, one with legal papers and without, you have the same problem. Zimbabwe political situation. That's why they give us these asylum papers. Mbeki sold our revolution to the highest bidder. We got these papers to silence us from fighting his former friend R.G. Mugabe. It was a deal that saved his political future. South Africa should have told us to go hang or help us wholeheartedly. Either you help or you say no. Don't help an orphan today, only 2 days later you say to them, go back to your parents. How does that work? It's an orphan. Where is she or he going to get parents? That's what someone else replied on Hope, saying with Hope, nyama paper inya itori more complex in a way that there are so many people who are crossing Limpopo and ikaruva ku Zimbabwe vachia ku South Africa vasina kana chavanenge vanacho, vamwe vanotobva vasina kana hembe dzekupfeka because zvinhu zvakatooma. Mumwe anotengesa mombe kumusha. In fact, kwatori kuHope vakatengesa mombe kumusha kuti vakwanise kuya ku South Africa kuzoshandawo mhuri dzavo. Things were tough in Zimbabwe. They came here to look for something, to search for greener pastures. Saka atingataura nyaya yemapepa in a way kutoti for a person to apply for a work permit at the SA embassy, they require a lot of things which many people doesn't have. No one wants to be in South Africa illegally. That's the fact. And munhu wese anotodawo permit, but situation inenge iri pamunhu iyoyo inenge isina kumira mushe. This is what someone else is saying here, kuti hapana munhu anotomboda kumaswa nemapurisa muSouth Africa kuti abatwe adzoserwe kuZimbabwe. No, munhu wese anenge achitodawo permit iyoyo, but kuti uwane permit yacho iyoyo is a bigger issue. At the same time, whether to a permit kana on a permit, we are all the same, because these people are saying kuti hashtag no to zim work permits, and saka this situation iri kutobata munhu wese, not just on permits kana vasina, but munhu wese anongonza muZimbabwe chete. And so someone here wrote that it's not like it is widely advertised in the public or in social media for foreign nations to go and apply these legal papers. For Zimbabweans, it ended in 2010. How many Zimbabweans who crossed the border in search for greener pastures since then? Millions. Why? Because political situation back in their country has not changed and it's getting worse. Who can wait for the next election in 2023 in an empty stomach? That's true, because many people are crossing the Limpopo River, and these 2010 permits were special permits for Zimbabweans who are in South Africa. Vashomani wakawana only about 200,000 vanhu vakakwanisa kuwana mapermits ayo, and parizvino tukunzi kune almost like 3 million or 4 million Zimbabweans who are here illegally. So moshona mega utoti just a small percentage of those ones vane work permits. So it's a situation whereby we need to look kuti chi chaita kuti vanhu vavo vabve kuZimbabwe vauye kuSouth Africa is because of the political situation in South Africa did neglect Zimbabwe way back during the Thabo Mbeki situation. Thabo Mbeki did let us down, no matter what has rikitwa on social media. So Hopper did continue, and he actually said, I agree on open borders is articulated by Julius Malema, but it can only work when not only one country is being asked to open its borders. The truth is Europe has open borders policy because all the EU countries have functioning economies. South Africa is carrying the burden of bad leadership in the region, and it's not fair to ask South Africa to open South Africa because parizvino yakatotsimbirwa zvakare with illegal immigrants who are here in South Africa, not just Zimbos only, but people from Malawi, people from Congo, Nigeria, you can name it. So opening borders inongoshanda chete in a way yekutoti dai nyika dzese dzakatenderedza South Africa and dzine economy iri kufunctional very well like in Europe, aiwa open borders inosenza. But as for now, all the burden is being carried by South Africa. He even continued, he actually said that these politicians responding to political pressure, they will listen and act on that pressure. The ANC lost the elections, failing to cross the 50% mark. Foreigners should expect more strict laws as the ANC moved to avoid losing the election. Immigration is now an election issue in South Africa. No political party will want to lose an election because of foreigners. It is just the realities that foreign nationals must understand. This is what Oppo is saying. I do agree again with him 100%, because all the political parties in South Africa, they are actually putting this whole issue here, immigration, on the forefront. They are using foreigners as a scapegoat, which means that we're going to be expecting new strict laws for foreigners. And this video which I'm going to play right now to you is one of the more videos which are circulating on social media regarding to foreign nationals. Just listen.
Foreign nationals will therefore not be permitted to drive a South African registered truck using a foreign professional driving permit. The amendment to the regulations are now before Parliament for comment as required by law, and we anticipate to publish amended regulations by the end of November 2021. With regard to transport, this is the main issue that the truck drivers in South Africa are actually raising.
So guys, this is Fikile Mbalula, who is the Minister of Transport in South Africa. The man is actually saying that foreign nationals and who are driving South African trucks should have South African permits, not foreign permits. And things are now actually getting tighter for all the truck drivers who are in South Africa, because we've seen demonstrations happening last year. We did talk about it here. Tijuana wachipisa trucks vachitase because they are saying that these foreigners are taking our jobs and some need those employers to give us the first preference us as South African truck drivers. And yeah, so someone here wrote that that's a good analysis. Most South Africans shows that they no longer want foreign nationals from other African countries, especially Zimbabweans. This is reflected by the most of them voting for Mashaba and the Patriotic Alliance with anti-foreign nationals from the other African countries. However, this is their right to do. However, my biggest worry is that of our government, who is more citizens in SA, but they are neither crafting any ways to help and make sure that all these people can be harnessed back to our economy and craft in strong trade policies that encourage manufacturing industry in our country, not this consumption from South Africa that has a major effect to our economy. I just saying that our government is doing nothing to try and actually attract all those Zimbabweans who are in South Africa to come back to Zimbabwe and help in and so that we won't be depending more on South African goods. And so guys, this is Audio Thoughts with Prince on Prince Mela Entertainment TV. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Remember guys to like, share and comment and follow us on all our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and also on our Facebook group, which is Prince Mela Entertainment TV. In your ignorance of my streets, in your hashtag no to Zimbabwe work permits. South Africans that are saying that the SA government mustn't renew my Zimbabwean permits, which are expiring on the 31st of December 2021. The South African government hasn't said anything regarding to those permits, so we wait to hear more from them. But as for now, social media, especially Twitter, is trending right now. Varikuta hasha vakutaura zvavanoda, varikuti aiwa kana usina permit in South Africa should go back to Zimbabwe. But again, we are renting houses from them. That's another thing whereby my foreigners akanza abva aenda kunyika dzavo. I mean, who's gonna rent their bedroom houses? Who's gonna rent their main houses? Because we are actually contributing to their earnings every month, and most Zimbos are staying in the locations whereby we as Zimbos we are actually paying them, my 2,000, my 3,000 per month, my rents. Saka moto namiga ototi it scratch my back, I will scratch your back. And so what will happen if those Zimbos move back to Zimbabwe? It is what it is, guys. Got it all in the comment section. This is Audio Thoughts with Prince on Prince Mela Entertainment TV. Thank you very much for listening and watching. Bless up.